Hi everyone. So today I was going to demonstrate my latest project here. This is just kind of a replication of your average calculator app that you would find on pretty much every phone. So here you see I have it already pulled up in the emulator. So I was just going to demonstrate first the application running and then kind of do a walkthrough through the code. So we can start with a simple calculation, 2 plus 2. And you see when you click the buttons, you'll see it appear. Hit the equal sign, we get 4. Hit the all clear, we'll do 5 minus 3, we get 2. Hit clear again. So just whatever the user inputs, it will be displayed. And then you can do 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, however, whatever you want to do, and it'll give you that calculation. We'll do a divide. Let's say I do 9 divided by 2. I get 4.5, and you'll see those calculations are the quotient come out with that decimal. And that works for any calculation you do on this calculator. Say I messed up here and I did 9 divided by 2, but I actually wanted to do 9 divided by 3. I hit the backspace, so it just deletes that 2. I can enter the 3. 9 divided by 3 equals 3. Okay, so that's just kind of a quick run through of those calculations there, and we'll switch to the code. Let me just hide the meeting controls here. Okay, so there's a few different classes and files here. So first we have just our colors, where we have just those colors defined, black, white, red, gray, orange, and you can see those colors on the app. Just with the buttons, and yeah. And then we have our theme, and then our styles. So this is just to kind of first off create the style for the row and this creates the style of the calculator. This is more of that front end developing. So we're going to create the rows. We're going to add the color, and we do that for the rows for the buttons. We do that for the actual buttons, like the number on the buttons. And then we'll also do the style for the operators, the divide, times, minus, plus, those buttons as well. So once we have those styles first defined here, we're going to connect these styles to our linear layout, and that happens here. All of our I guess more advanced design happens in this file here. So we have our main layout, and then we go into the button row layout. So we have the row 1, 2, row 3, row 4, and row 5. And then within each row, we have each button also laid out. So we'll start with our row 1. So first off, we have our all clear button. So you can see we get from the style file, we get the button number, we get the color from the style file, or we get the color from the color file. And then we add on-click function, which will be defined in our main activity up there. But for right now, we're just doing like the style and layout. So we get, again, the style for our backspace button. And we create another function to connect to the button. So that function gets connected here, and then we'll define the function in the main activity later. And we have a blank space, and then the divide button, which gets styled from that style file, so that gets connected here. And then we go into our next row layout. So we have 7, 8, 9 times, and that just kind of the similar idea here. And you can see that, so the layout just gets kind of defined down through this file, as you can see. And then all the backend developing happens in this file. So this function allows the user to click a button and be able to see it here. And the same thing here, but with the operators. So that just allows the user to see it. And then as we scroll down, we'll get into the functions that allow the actual user to be able to do the math behind the numbers, not just being able to see them. So here's the functions that allow us to clear, the function that allows us to backspace. And again, these were connected to each button. And we have our calculate results function that this is what reads the user input. And then depending on the operator, will assign it to the correct function here. So we have we have either times or division, or subtraction and addition. So here's the subtraction and addition function here that allows the user to add or subtract. And then we have our function that defines whether something is multiplication or division based on the sign. And then this is the one that actually does the calculations here. And yeah, that's just kind of a really quick run through of all that code and everything. But this was all done in Kotlin coding. The first part of it, the back end or the front end, reminded me a lot of working with like CSS and that kind of design. I'm more used to back end developing, so it was really interesting to kind of have this project that gave me a good amount of practice with both. It was also, so that was my first time working with Kotlin. Pretty good experience, very good language. It's also my first time working in Android Studio, which is what this is being run in this emulator. So that was really good too. Overall, it was definitely a really good learning experience doing this project, and I definitely recommend. Thank you.